Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Arsenal Manchester United show. Gonna talk from the Arsenal podcast meets the ManDemUtd podcast, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note, aka Man of the People, aka the People's Prophet, and I'm here joined by the Arsenal
Called you that?
representative. They're gonna talk. Who called me what? Man of the People.
Prophet.
The People's Prophet. Someone in the comment section said it. Someone in the comment section came up with it. Yeah.
Love you, man. Love gassing this guy up, bro. Because once he hears a sick, once Flawless hears a sick analogy, that's it. He's taking it.
Yeah, man. Yo, man called me because I was running with the Man of the People thing, and then somebody said, "Yeah, I was right about something. I can't remember what it was." And then someone was like, "I forgot." They'll probably pop up in the comments, and he was like, "Yeah, you the People's Prophet," and I was like, yo, that's fire. I was like, I'm taking that 100%. So that I just started running with it. But yeah, Cam, the Arsenal representative, gonna talk from the Arsenal podcast representative. So please keep all your comments and questions Manchester United or Arsenal related, people. So Arsenal and Manchester United related. Make sure you bump up the likes as well. Share this across all the socials and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell. But before we get into all things football, Cam, how you doing? You good?
I'm all right, man. I had my little outburst yesterday. I had my little bitch fit yesterday. I'm all right today.
I'm glad you're doing better today. I'm glad you're
doing
what
it is? It's not even Arsenal anymore. It's the month of February.
It's the month of
February. It's the over February, bruv.
We're going to get into all of that. Big up to Out of Context Sarcasm City that's here. Gang, like the stream.
Do you know who I think that is?
Go on.
You know who that is?
I don't know who it is. No?
Bruv, that's got Prime written all over it, bruv.
It's probably one of them, man. It's someone.
I'm telling you, it's Prime. It's got to be Prime, bruv. It's got to be it's got Prime written all over it,
bruv. Whoever it is, keep up the good
work. But big up though, big up. If I'm wrong and it's not Prime, then but big up yourself, innit? I know it's one of you, man, them in the chat.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the man them in the chat. Dennis says, big up Flawless and Cam. Question to Cam. Why were stupid Arsenal fans saying Pep was shook of Arteta when he was 8 points clear? He has been in the title race with Mourinho and Klopp's team.
He wasn't shook, but do you know what it was? I think it was more him trying to big up.
No, he's saying why were fans saying that? That's what he was saying. He was saying,
oh yeah, shit. No, fans. Sorry. I don't know, bro. They're delusional. That's why. What can I say about my fan base? You know my fan base, bro. It's possibly the most delusional fan base there is. Nothing else to say about it. Just maybe they thought because I don't know, maybe because Arteta was doing so great.
Yeah, it's probably that in fans getting.
I mean, but
100%.
Everyone knew City was going to pick up by the second half of the season anyway. So
yeah, no one's surprised. Absolutely not. No one's surprised. You lot, let's bump up these likes as well because there's over 20 of you lot locked in. And we're at double figure likes. We should be now though. But yeah, we're at double figures. All right, let's double that. Let's get up to 20 likes. Subscribe if you are new as well. The aim is we're looking for 3 new subscribers. We're looking to get to 5,285. Looking for 3 new subscribers. And we're looking to double the likes up as well. Taz is in the building, says, Flawless, don't go anywhere. He said, you clown me for saying United will not get bidded on by next week. And Sky already said a bid of £5 billion is in. Who's laughing now? If that's the case, me, because I'm a United fan, you clown. You know what I'm saying? This guy. You think if we get taken over, I'm going to feel bad? This guy's daft, you know.
You know what I hate about this QIA shit?
Yeah, go on.
Right. It probably will happen to you, but the thing I hate about this QIA shit was I remember back in 2021, that same person who tweeted out the Man United badge saying I don't know if you saw the tweet, but it said Manchester United Qatari.
Okay, I didn't see it.
Yeah, but above that, I think it was Manchester United Qatari in Arabic, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, got you.
But it was the same guy who tweeted that 2 years ago about Arsenal. He did the same thing, bro. And then he tweeted something out like a week or so later saying it will all come to light in 7 months, basically. That's what he said. So I remember saying from that year, all right, come March 2022, I better see a bid from these lot to Arsenal. And it never happened. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, we'll see. I'm sure there'll be many more reports today,
Isn't that
tomorrow.
the sister? Isn't that the sister company to the people that own PSG? I think it is.
I believe so. I think they're related or something. I don't know all the deets. Like I said, once an official bid has been made, then I like an invested interest. Otherwise,
Basically
we're just
run by the same
the
family. It's
same
just
people.
a different it's just a different son, I believe, that's running it, or
Yeah,
nephew, whatever.
we will see. Steven says the ref for today was shambolic. I'm sure there'll be questions about the Barcelona Manchester United games. I'm sure there'll be questions about the Arsenal Manchester City game as well. So get your questions in. Sagnick says United were robbed. I don't think we were robbed, but the referee wasn't good today. But if we take our chances like we should win that game. We should have taken our chances. Not only did we not take our chances, the 2 goals we scored, we gifted them. But we still came out there with a draw, which I did say on this show. I've said previously, and I've said today as well. As long as United don't get beat, we'll be fine. There's no, it's just a straight shootout now. I'm saying it's a straight one-legged game out of
Game
2.
though.
Say again?
Was a good game though.
Yeah, it was a good game. Entertaining, man. It was. My heart stopped a few times, but yeah, it was entertaining, yo. It wasn't good seeing Lewandowski over a free kick. That guy worries me, man. You know what I'm saying? That guy worries me. Absolutely. Like, he's different. Big up Ed says the people's prophet with the people's sandwich maker. Big up, boys. Big up to Ed. VAR decision equals nobody called flawless the people's
Oh,
prophet.
did he call me the big up? Did he just call me the sandwich maker, bro?
Yeah, it's because of your
From yesterday, I just realized.
It's because of the analogy. Yesterday.
I just realized what I said now. I was so emotional. My brain was so frazzled yesterday. I didn't know what I was saying. I was just saying things that I thought made sense.
Yeah, like that's what it is. Hey, big up you lot. I see the questions coming in. I will get to the questions as well. Taz are out there saying, let me savor my victory. Your victory is my victory, you joke, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we support the same team, this guy. Man says VAR decision equals nobody called flawless the people's prophet. Big up Cam and flawless. Now someone did in the chat. I can't remember who it was, but someone said it. I remember
I don't know if was I on the live or something? Because I remember you saying something, yo, that's fire. Yeah. I'm gonna keep that.
Yes, it was that. But I can't remember what stream it was. But it is brilliant. It was brilliant. Big up Time to Shine as well. Don't forget, link for the membership is in the pinned comment as well. If you want to become a member of the channel. Ed says Cam is the most honest gunner on YouTube. I love it. He is very honest. That's one thing about Cam is whether you agree or disagree with him, he don't lie. Like he's very honest and very particular with his thoughts, specifically on Arsenal as well.
Specifically on February. Fuck Arsenal on February. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. The whole day today, you know what's been going February. The whole day, bro. I'm like, shut up. I feel like this month, not this month in particular, as in this year's month, but as in the month of February, is gonna send me insane, bro.
You'll be alright, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll be okay, fam. You know what I'm saying? February is the shortest month, so it'll be over soon. It's the 17th now. It'll be over very soon.
Yeah, and then we're in March. It doesn't get any better for us in March.
Yeah, March is kind of peak for you lot still. Another short month though. Cam, in my opinion, I think Arsenal lack depth. There's no replacement for big players, and the starters are getting tired. I think that is shocking how with only 2 competitions, the squad is lacking energy. Do you agree with this from Stephen?
I've been saying this. I do agree. I said it yesterday. I said it last week. I've been saying our players are getting fatigued. They're getting fatigued.
Did you say this?
That's why I'm so pissed off about that January transfer window, because if you're looking to be this title challenging team now, you can't go in that window and buy 3 meaty players, bruv. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not gonna get onto Trossard too much, but he's not like fucking Lionel Messi. Do you know what I mean? It's not like that. Do you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, he's the only good backup we've got at the moment. I mean, you can say Jorginho is a right backup, but he's fucking slow. Oh my god, bro. I didn't realize. I mean, I knew he was slow at Chelsea, but oh my lord, but this guy is. I don't know. You know the hare and the tortoise. I generally think he would win the race out of the hare and the tortoise because he's that slow. That makes no sense what I said, but if you know the hare and the tortoise.
Basically, you're just saying he's slow. We got that.
You know they say the slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, his slow and steady will fucking completely capitulate that race. That's some dumb analogy, but anyway, but yeah, no, like Jorginho, he's not great. I'm not being funny. He's not fucking great, bro. But I mean,
Nah, he's not great, but
better.
he's not.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Better than Lokonga, yes, but not by much.
Wow, geez, okay. Like I said, you lot.
That's
Good
not me.
questions, man.
That's not me saying about his whole
Oh.
career, because I think he's had a decent career.
What you're saying right now?
But right now, he's what, 31. He never really had the pace before, but whatever pace, that little pace he had, he hasn't got anymore. I mean, you could tell he's declining because his age is kicking in. So it's just, yeah, man.
No?
I ain't happy about it. But
Mataza came on. Yeah, they already said this as well. Yeah, about Flawless don't go anywhere. The United and the takeover and all that. We will get to that. Flawless, was you happy with the result in the Barcelona game? Yes, because that's why I would have taken before the game. I said any draw, any win, I'm over the moon about. But adding context to that and how the game played out and the chances we had and the goals we give away, we should have won that game. We should have won the game. And if we get knocked out by Barcelona, if we get knocked out by Barcelona in the second leg, obviously it depends how that second leg goes. But I will look at that first leg and say it's missed opportunity. Because when we were 2-1 up, I'm saying kill this game dead. If we
is the away goal still?
Nah, no away goals. No away goals.
I thought so. Yeah, I thought so. They got rid of that last year, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, because I remember. Look, the only reason why I say that is because obviously I had a Man United fan come in today to my pub to watch the game, and he was talking about away goals, and I was like, I'm sure they scrapped that now. And he's like, what? Have they? And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure they scrapped the away goals now.
They scrapped it. Yeah.
Which makes it. I mean, I remember when they scrapped it. There was that big kickoff, but it's actually made it a lot more interesting. Funny enough,
because teams don't go away from home and be like, all right, let us get. Teams don't go away from home, win 1-0, and then go to the home leg and then just shut up shop. Like
now it's different. Now there is
Like even though the away goal technically would help Manchester United in this instance, if it was the case, Barcelona would be all guns blazing coming to OT, but they will do that anyway. So it's kind of like that's why I said,
like save the second leg finish 0-0. 2 years ago, Man United go through. Now it's 2-2 on aggregate. So it was 0-0 tonight. That means it's 2-2 on aggregate. It means we're going extra time and penalties if needed.
In regards to it, adding in context with the chances we missed, with the goals we gave away, I'm disappointed in the result, but that's with context. But overall, I can't complain because I stated as long as we don't lose in the Camp Nou, we'll be fine. And I think we moved to them. For all the people who are hyping up Barcelona and say, "Oh, one of the best teams in Europe," we were the better side. Not in terms of possession, not in terms of territory. I'm talking about creating chances. That's how I view football. A lot of people, I've noticed, whether it's in the chat, whether it's on social media, view football and want to talk about aesthetics. And this is why players will get hyped up who haven't had a good season in 3, 4, 5, 6 years. But that's a whole different conversation. I care about results. I care about what are you producing? What is your productivity? And we was better than them in terms of creating clear-cut chances. That's why when you look at the 2 Rashford chances, you look at the Weghorst chance, Casemiro chance, there are 4 chances we should score. Weghorst is 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Rashford, one of them in the first half, he did try and dig out of his feet, so I'll give him a leeway on that. This one in the second half.
That's the one where he got. Was that the one where Ter Stegen actually pulled off a really good save?
Yeah. So that one I won't be getting Rashford.
I still can't believe Rashford got the shot off like that.
Yeah, he did well.
Do you know what it is? I was more surprised he even got the shot off like that. I was like, fuck.
That's why I'm not being too
fair enough. He didn't score, but
that's why I'm not being too critical on him. The one in the second half, he should have scored. Casemiro had a header from 6 yards out, which was a free header and it hit his chest. Therefore, to me, where I'm like, all right, we take one of them, we win this game, it's game over. But yeah, overall, it went pretty much as I expected it to. It's just that we gave away 2 sloppy goals, which we really shouldn't have, to be honest. Hey, there's 50 of you lot locked in. Only at 25 likes. Let's get up to 30 likes, you lot. Let's get 5 likes. And I know out of all 50, I know everyone here is not subscribed. Now it's over 50. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell. We're only looking for.
How are you lot not subscribed, bruv? What's wrong with you? Why are you on this channel not subscribed? You haters, bruv. You underlined secret haters, bruv.
Flawless breaking news. Pedri is out for a month. I did see that. No Pedri. Gavi's out as well because he took a booking.
Oh,
is out. So yeah.
You got second leg on.
So yeah, so I'm
But
with that.
I even said it to the United fan at my pub before he left. I said, to be honest with you, I see you winning like 2-3-0. That's what I see.
I could definitely see that happening, 100%.
I don't see them. The thing is, yeah, their main not threat. He's not a threat. Their main player that you just need to get past is to Sturgeon. To be fair, because he's a great keeper.
He impressed me, and also
you know what I'm saying. He's such a good. Like I always knew to Sturgeon had all that shit in him. I'm just surprised he's still at that Barcelona squad. I'll be honest with you. But fair plays to him. But he's the only guy I look at that Barcelona team is like. After tonight, anyway, with that match, I'm thinking, well, your only main concern is actually just getting the ball past to Sturgeon because the way you played, I mean, I'm not saying you played City off the park, but it's not like Barcelona off the park, but you didn't struggle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like this ain't the Barcelona of like the Messis, the Xavis, and you're going there like fuck, just try and keep it to 1-0 to them. Like you know what I mean? It's not that anymore. It's not that scary Barcelona anymore. So
100%.
Yeah, man. I think you'll be in, to be honest.
Yeah. Sarcasm says Manchester United sale latest. Qatar will make that offer tomorrow. Sale could be completed by the end of next month. Full story. That's from @the Sport. I don't know how reliable @the Sport is on Twitter, but we're just reporting what people are putting up in the comments. Dennis says, question to Flawless. What is your prediction for the second leg versus Barca, and what lineup would you want in that game? The lineup I would go with is the Hair and goal. I would play Wan-Bissaka. Would I play Wan? Yeah, because Wan-Bissaka.
By the way, Fred impressed me tonight.
Fred, we just seen the good and the bad in Fred. That's what I would say. We've seen some great things.
Do you know what? To be fair, I didn't, because obviously I was working, but I mean it wasn't that busy, so I did see most of the game. To be fair, so. Yeah. But from what I saw from Fred, I mean I only saw 1 or 2 maybe fuck ups, but it was more positive than negative. You know what I mean? Like I was more impressed. I was impressed. I was like, you know what, Fred's done fucking brilliant tonight. That's fair. I mean, if you look at overall, he's had a bet. This is one of his better games.
Yeah, and he set up the goal as well. He set up the first goal. Yeah. He did set up the equalizer. But yeah, to Dennis
as well, didn't he?
To answer your question, yeah, he should have played that. That's another half chance. We had a few of them. I'd go De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Martinez. It's tough between Malacia and Shaw because I thought Malacia did okay today and Shaw's been in good form. But do I want Shaw up against Rafinha? But then again, we'll probably be more on the front foot. So I'd probably go Luke Shaw. And then Wan-Bissaka will give you that balance. Midfield, I'd go with 3. Even though I just cast him out, I would play Fred in there. I'd play Fred, Casemiro, and Sabitzer. I'd go with the 3 in midfield. Then I would play Bruno wide right. I'd play Rashford left. And I'd play Weghorst through the middle. That's what I would do. And then that leaves you Sancho, Garnacho to come off the bench and change it if you are chasing it for whatever reason. But that would be my team with the City approach. And I thought Bruno was actually decent today. I don't mind him playing wide right when the opposition has the ball.
When you got City?
No, I'm saying when we played City.
Oh, wow.
That was the team. That when we played City, it was 3 in midfield. He played Casemiro, Fred, and Eriksen. And then Bruno played wide right. Rashford left. And then I think it was Weghorst. No, it was Martial through the middle. That's what it was. So I like that with the 3 in midfield. So that's what I would personally go with. What Ten Hag goes with, I don't know. Bear in mind, we play Barcelona 3 days before the Carabao Cup final. So that could have a bearing.
Do you know what's funny? I said it to one of my mates who's a United fan. I said, I think that Newcastle game is going to be a tougher game than the 2 Barcelona games.
All right, go on, elaborate on that.
Only because, like I said, that this ain't the same Barcelona as it was like 5 years ago. This ain't that Barcelona. They're not scary. They haven't got that fear factor anymore. Like I mean, if Arsenal was to be put up against Barcelona, it wouldn't be like how it was when we got put up against Barcelona 10 years. Like, oh my God, we got Barcelona. Oh, that's it. We're out. Fucking. No point. You know what I mean? It wasn't like it. Like, now it's like, yeah, I think we can get past it. Like, even with our squad, I generally think we can get past Barcelona. This Barcelona, anyway. So, but I think with the Newcastle game, it's their first final. How many years?
9 since 99.
That's what I'm saying. Like over 20 years.
Yeah,
they're gonna be so. It's against United. It's against United. We already know the history between Newcastle and United, regardless, from back in the day.
But you know who? What's it called? You know who they played in '99 as well in their last domestic cup final. But
Who?
history gonna repeat itself. Us, '99 from treble season.
Oh shit!
We booked them in the FA Cup.
I didn't know that was them.
Yeah,
I
we
forgot
booked
that
them.
was. But I was so but I was like 6 years old then.
Yeah, fam. I vaguely remember it, but yeah, we booked them. You know what I'm saying?
Me saying that, I feel so old, bro. You said 1999, man was 6 years old, fam. Oh my
Fam,
god,
you know what the crazy part
that
is? I'm
10
older
years
than
ago,
you.
I still feel young, bro.
Yeah, fam. I'm older than you. That's the crazy part. But we move. You know what I'm saying? Certain things
Yeah,
happen.
no, I mean,
Go on.
the only reason why I say that is I feel like Newcastle will. I mean, there's something about Newcastle this year that's just fucking. Do you know what it is? I don't even feel like they'll beat you. I just feel like they'll take you for
They'll
the
give you a
draw.
game. They'll give us a game. 100%. They'll
They'll
give us
give
a
you a
game.
game 100%, but I
Yes.
feel like
Yeah.
it'll be a draw. Like I generally think full time will be a draw. It'll go into extra time and then penalties, and I think they'll beat you on penalties. Wait, is there extra
Absolutely.
time? I've just realised.
Yeah, extra time and penalties.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, it's fine.
Because it's domestic cup final, isn't it?
It's the
So
final. Yeah, I just realised. Yeah.
whether it's Carabao
So
Cup
yeah,
or FA, there will be.
no,
Yeah.
the
Go on.
reason why I said that was because I forgot that they scrapped the Carabao Cup extra time now, innit? They just go straight to penalties in the normal group stage, massive group stage, in the normal knockout stages.
Yeah.
That's what they do now, innit? They don't if say if you're in that third round and you draw, you go straight to penalties now, innit? There's no extra time. Like remember in the FA Cup.
Yeah. Certain rounds they've switched it up. So certain rounds in the FA Cup they just go straight to penalties, and then certain rounds there is extra time. But I'm not even too sure about all that. But the chat will let us know anyway. You lot continue to get your questions in though.
But that's why I feel like Newcastle will give you a tougher game than a lot more physical game anyway than what Barcelona will.
But they're not in great form going into it, so I'm pleased about that.
They're not in great form, no, they're not. But they're still managing to get results.
Yo, Ed in the chat, you know what the craziest thing is? Jan's here calling me old. Jan's 1 year younger than me, people. Like, don't get it mistaken, but big up to Jan. Jan's old as shit too, and she looks old. But yes, she's a year.
What year was you?
Yeah, don't bay out. But Jan's a year younger than me.
Are you in your 80s or the 90s?
Nah, I'm a 90s baby. Don't do that. I'm a 90s.
I said I'm a 90s.
I'm a 90s baby. Don't do that.
Definitely a 90s baby.
Yeah, I'm a 90s baby. Don't do that. So Marcel says United.
Don't let this guy. He's in 1984, baby.
I said 84. What? Yo, if I look this good, right? Like if I was born in 1984, yo, I'd love it. You know what I'm saying? Man United been
riding 40 next year.
Man United been riding their luck this season. How the hell they got out of a game with a draw? I don't know. You losing at OT guaranteed. You've been saying that, Marcel, but you've been hating. You know what? We've been riding our luck. No, we're just a good team. We're a good team, and we're.
Can I say one thing about this?
Yeah, go on.
Because I just want to get this out there, yeah. And I know no one said anything recently about the whole Ten Hag versus Arteta shit. I just wanted to start there because I got asked this the other day by someone. Well, not asked it. They compared it like basically with the whole Ten Hag and Arteta. The thing is, the reason why I said this to this guy and he understood what I meant. Like I said, you can't compare the two. As managers, you can't compare the two. As of right now, anyway, because the problem with Arteta is, all right, I know he's 3 years in, but as a manager, he's still
he's
new. He's still young. He's still new. He's still getting his experience. Whereas Ten Hag, when he came to United, he already had 10 years experience as a manager.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? So because that's why I said I was pissed off about United getting Ten Hag, because if you look at our squad, and look at Ten Hag's Ajax squad, he would fit perfect for us. I'm not saying we're going to get him now because he's at United, and I feel like he's going to be at United for fucking years. But he would have been perfect for us with that squad. Now, our squad now, because I feel like and it's not me criticizing Arteta. I just feel like his experience in itself would help more with the Arsenal players.
Yeah, of course.
Do you get what I mean? Like
he's further along, like you said. Like, in terms of as a kid, in management terms, Arteta's 5 years old. He's 5 years old as
not even that, bro. 3 years old, 3.5 years old.
4 years old. Whereas Ten Hag is what, 10, 11, 12 years old. Pep is however many years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's difference.
Pep,
Like,
what,
Pep's been
90
managing for
in
however long.
2020?
Like,
Is it 7? He'll be in management 20 years.
See what I'm saying? So you're full adult at that point. Like, I'm just saying in general life, people. So he's a full adult in management terms. Whereas man is saying Ten Hag, what, 8 years, 9 years? You still a kid. You know what I'm saying? You still a kid at that point. 8,
You're
9.
a kid, but you're like about to go into secondary school, whereas Arteta's about to just leave nursery to start primary school, sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
because Arteta's he's doing a stellar job on what he's doing there. What he's done at Arsenal is incredible. No one expected Arsenal to be in this situation. And yeah, if Arsenal don't win the league, people will be upset about it. But the season still, if he has Arsenal finishing second, third, no one was talking about that. He's overachieved. Even though it'd be disappointing from the situation Arsenal were in, he would have nobody thought, Arsenal gonna win the league. You know what I'm saying? No one ain't talking about
that. Because people, like, do you know what it is? Yeah, people got upset with. Like, people think I got upset because I thought we were gonna win the league. It was never that. It was just the fact that I don't want to sound like a fucking broken record, but it was just the fact that I was always worried about this month. That was it.
Yeah, you did say this.
I said, if we don't get through this month, where do we go from there? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what happens? Because it always seems to be this month and obviously March that divides us from the rest of the pack. That makes sense.
Yeah, I get you.
So it's like people say, yeah, everyone goes through their blips. We don't just go blip, bro. It's not just a blip. Is 3 games. 4 if you're pushing it, but we end up going like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games, 10 games. And if you look at the 10 games, we're lucky to maybe have 1 win, but the rest are like 4 draws and 5 L's with 1 win. Do you get what I mean? Like, this is my problem with this month, and it's got a lot to do with fatigue, but it's just. I just want to know, has Arteta got a plan B?
We're gonna find out.
Because this has been my biggest critic about Arteta, has his in-game management and his plan. Does he have a plan B when it's all going wrong?
Yeah,
and he hasn't really shown me too much to give me that confidence to say, yeah, he's got a plan B and a plan C. Do you know what I mean? Most of the games that if we do come back from, it's still his plan A. It's still the way we're playing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas sometimes where we get to a game, we're hitting 80 minutes and then, like, I don't know, the team's on top of us. Yeah, I mean, he'll switch a defender. He'll probably bring on Holding. But that's not, for me, that's not enough. You know what I mean? I want to see games where you're not going into every game playing the exact same football because you know there's going to be a team that's going to have your number. He's going to be able to counter all your attacking shit or defend all your attacking was a goal anyway. Okay. Yeah. So it's just like he hasn't. I mean, I'm not saying he hasn't done it. I'm just saying he hasn't shown me enough.
That's fair.
This is my big critique about him. But I'm not going to get on Arteta because, like I said, I've already had my piece about Arteta. It's just me. I mean, it's Edu. I'm not saying Edu's got any blame on the actual matches, but it's Edu. His fucking lack of negotiation skills, or if he's got any, you know what I mean? Like, it's just. I mean, I saw a report last night. I don't think it's real, but I swear to God, I could have cried over it because I felt like if this was true, I'd cry with happiness. And the report goes, apparently, like I said, I don't think it's true, but apparently, I saw the tweet saying Josh Kroenke isn't happy with Edu's negotiation skills or something like that. They're going to have an important meeting and it could be the end of Edu. I'm not quoting it word for word because I can't remember it, but it was on the lines of that word, them. And when I saw it last night, and it was when I jumped off the Q&A, I Because I was like, I know it's not true, but please, oh my God, please, whatever God there is, please let it be true, bro. Because for me, you know what it is? Yeah, the thing that pisses me off about these Arsenal fans the most
Get off your chest, fam.
is I'm not upset that you're confident. I'm not upset that you've got all this belief in Arsenal. That's great. You can have all the belief you want. I'm not on top of you. I'm not gonna get onto you like that. Because I want that belief. I want to be that Arsenal fan. I want to be like, yes. I wonder if we're gonna win the league this year. We're gonna be challenging, whatever. It just hasn't been happening for the last 15 years properly. So that's where I'm at with it. What I'm pissed off is these Arsenal fans, yeah, that are overly positive. I'm not gonna say no names, innit? And it's not me like sending shots at them directly or personally.
We ain't sending shots. Yeah, it's not no personal shots.
But there's a lot of you, especially YouTube Arsenal fans, and on Twitter, yeah. Like, do you know what? I'll use an example. Yeah, a gal's big run from the TFT yesterday.
Yeah, someone was gonna ask. Someone did ask about that, so I was gonna get to that. But yeah, go on, give us your thoughts.
What's the question about that? And I'll get onto that.
Nah, somebody legit.
I can still use that as an example.
Yeah. 1 second. Somebody said, let me see if I can find it. Hold up. And big up to Prime. He says, "Cam back on Sarcasm City. Wagwan fam." Yeah, man, we here, man. Every Thursday night, man, weekly. There it is. Flawless. What are your thoughts on the gal going mad? So I'll let you answer, and then more.
All right. So I didn't know it was a question to you. All right, let me pitch cool. So basically, what I'm saying is, so if you go on the gal's rant, yeah, I've seen so many Arsenal fans, yeah, come out and defend the gal. Right now, he's not wrong. Let me get this out there. He's not wrong with what he's saying. Right, so I'm not disagreeing with what he's saying. But this is where I have to like not put my foot down, but I have to be like, yo, you lot. This is where you lot divide yourselves. Everyone wants unity in their fucking team, but this is where us lot divide ourselves. It's like I've seen people go on saying, yeah, gal's right, yeah, right, laughing and whatever. Like, I mean, the expression oozing, even though he's not an Arsenal fan, he retweeted it. Troops retweeted it. Fucking bare people retweeted it.
This was entertaining. It was very entertaining. Whether you think
it was entertaining.
Right,
I mean, yeah. But and I stated it on the Q&A last night. This is where it upsets me. Well, not upsets me. It's just where it gets on my nerves. I already said it with Brandon. I know Brandon because I remember when Brandon was on the GunnerTalk. We had a very similar viewpoint. And to be honest, I still haven't watched what was said before properly. I mean, I saw a little bit that was said before because I saw another clip, but I instantly knew where Brandon was coming from when he was saying these Arsenal players are pussies. Let me say this now, innit? To any Arsenal fan want to get onto me, you're a pagan. These Arsenal players are fucking pussies. They're pussies. No, I don't blame them for being pussies because they're fatigued, but they're still pussies, bruv. And now I'm gonna have Arsenal fan. You're not a real Arsenal fan. You're a fake plastic fan. No. At the end of the day, it doesn't make no.
Come. Why do you think they're pussies though? Elaborate on that. Why do you think that?
No, they're playing recently. They've been playing like fucking idiots, bruv. But like I said, I don't blame them because they're fatigued. They haven't got the strength in them anymore. So they are playing like pussies.
Okay.
Right? Now, a gal, I feel like, was jumping on the fact that it was only the Man City game. Maybe I'm wrong. He can correct me if he sees this. I don't mind. Like, it's not me getting on a gal. It's not me getting anyone. No. It's just the fact that I feel like a gal, because of the whole emotion. I mean, look at me how I was yesterday.
Yeah.
And if I got like that, then every single Arsenal fan, because I don't get like that. So if I got like that, I know for a fact 100% of that Arsenal fan, not 99, 100% of that Arsenal fan base were going through their emotions on last night's game. You cannot tell me one Arsenal fan that was like relaxed.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry, and if you're one of them, oh, I was all right. No, you're bullshitting me, bruv. Let's be real. You were fuming. You were fucking fuming. Because I was fuming, and I don't fume.
Huh?
Like I fume when I need to get my shit off my chest, but that's a different story. But anyway, every emotions were so high. I feel like a gal was he took it out of context in a way where I think he thought he was only talking about the City game. Brandon is talking about about the City game.
Okay.
Right. Now where my problem is basically these are the same fans, right? That refuses. Now, I'm not being funny. You're the fucking fans that want to pay money to watch this team, you know. You're paying, whether you're going to the stadium or not, it's different. Are you not paying your Sky bill? You're not paying your Wi-Fi? Are you not paying your phone bill? Don't tell me, oh, don't pay money. You're paying something to watch your team. Whether it's on a stream, on TV, on an app, you're paying something to watch
You're paying with your time as well. Let's not do that.
And you're paying with your time, exactly. Right? Time is the only thing you will never get back.
Facts.
Right? So you're telling me you cannot then go criticize your team when they're doing shit. Because at the end of the day, that's what a team needs. They need criticism. You can't always be overly positive. You can't be like, oh, well, Russia. And the other excuse, oh, we're the youngest team. Man, fuck all that bullshit, bruv. Don't give me, this is what pisses me off. All the positive Arsenal fans, which how much I love them, what pisses me off about them is they use these excuses. These dumbass excuses. Oh, they're the youngest team. They're this, they're that, they're this, they're Arteta's this, that, blah. Stop giving the fucking bullshit excuses, bruv, and see it for what it actually is. Like, I'm not trying to make you negative. It's nothing like that. You can stay positive. But then don't get onto fans who are looking at it and then calling them plastic because they're calling it out for what it is. They're literally calling it. And I'm the only fucking fan that I've recently, that I know of since I started this, that I will call these fuckers out and no one will say shit to me. Don't know why. I'm not a scary guy. I don't fight. You know what I mean?
We're only talking football.
No, but I know. I'm just saying, like, I know it's not that. I'm just saying, like, why? If I where I got a bit of my feelings about last night was, if that was me on the terrace, a gal wouldn't have gone off like that.
Right.
And all these other retweets that are defending the gal would have never happened because it's me. Because they know, I don't care.
You know, you'd respond. But that being said, I don't think you would have went in there like Brandon. This is just me guessing. So I've not watched the full thing, people, when I say that. Let me repeat that again. I've not watched the full football terrace, but shout out to a gal, the football terrace, Brandon. I think a gal's issue with what Brandon said is a couple of things. One, the manner in which you just lost the game, considering if you win that game, you're now in pole position to go win the league. City are not what they were. Manchester United are not. Igal knows this. Igal's old enough. He knows how much of a golden opportunity this is right now for Arsenal to win a league title. Even if Arsenal win a league title next season in a 3-4-5 year period, I don't think there will be a better opportunity. So I think his issue is the way that Arsenal lost in terms of the individual mistakes, in terms of the Tomiyasu mistake, in terms of Nketiah missing chances, the way in which Arsenal got beat. So you add in that emotion and then you go on straight after the game before you go. And Brandon,
think about it as well.
Brandon, you know what it is? Brandon's not put it how you put it. Brandon's on there sounding, to me, I think, I'm not saying he's wrong, but a gal's taking it and saying Brandon sounding like a rival fan, like calling the players pussies. That's something I would say. That's something that another United fan would say.
No, I get that. Do you know what it is though? I think you're right with what you're saying about Gal, but there's another factor with Gal as well, which I've realised is he's very what's the word? Like he's too positive, if that makes sense. He's too
he's extremely positive. Yes.
Like he's I mean, I don't mind him being like that. Obviously, that's him. That's who he is. Like I wouldn't ask anyone to change themselves for anything. You know what I mean? So that's who he is. But where I feel like he has to respond like that is because what he's put himself in, as in on previous streams of what he's already said. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal going to win the league. Arsenal going to win the league. Like last year, Arsenal getting top 4. And then when we capitulated, what happened? Everyone went straight to a gal.
Yeah, I did. I posted.
You know everyone went straight to a gal because of what he put out.
Said, yeah. Like if Arsenal don't win
that's the thing. I feel like he's going through this shit again, knowing knowing in his mind, fuck, I fucked up. He's not going to admit it, but I fucked up. Now I'm going to have to get my bulletproof out, like Flawless would say. I'm going to have to get my bulletproof vest out and just fucking gun for anyone that tries to gun for me.
Yeah.
Not actually listening to any of the context of what's going on.
I think it's also coming out soon because he did say in his rant, which was hilarious, by the way. And like I said, I've only watched the clip of it where he said, one little blip and you're turning on the players. Because before that, the players are pretty much doing everything you could ask of them by the Manchester United.
Yeah, he was right about that. He was right about that. I'm not going to disagree.
That's where it comes from in his heart, where he's like, right, back the team. That's why when he was like, I hate fans like you. I dislike fans like you. That's where that came from. That's where that is. But then again, Time to Shine mentioned it. Our Arsenal just overachieved. And I said, go back and look at previous shows on this channel. Go back and look at Battle of the North, where I stated, I'm not worried about Arsenal. People are like, how are you not? Because there's so much football to be played. People were acting like this couldn't happen. Now this is happening. People are mad shocked. Like, what made people think Arsenal were just going to swim through the season and just brush aside Manchester City, brush aside Brentford, brush aside Everton, brush aside Villa? Like, these are not easy games. Why all of a sudden they still have to go to the Etihad again? They still go away to Anfield. There's still games coming up where Arsenal could potentially drop points. And they're still in the title race. They're still fighting. They still have a game in hand. But it's the way people are talking because they were 8 points clear in January. I'm like, I've seen better Arsenal sides than this.
You know what it is, Flo? People, what it is, yeah. Like, when I was flying that, we're top of the league, everyone knew. If you know me personally, you know I was coming from the banter side, like, because you already know where I am with my club, regardless of where we are in the league. You know where I am with my club, regardless.
100%.
So where the problem, the thing is with the whole Gal thing was, like, by the way, shout out to Gal because that clip there is going to put him in the history books forever.
Absolutely.
But where my problem lies is it's not just Gal. There are fans like Gal, like these positive fans, like I said, especially the ones on Twitter retweeting it. Now, I'm telling you right now, I've been calling this club out for the last 20 years, bruv. Are you now going to call me a plastic fan?
Yeah, facts.
No, you're not. Because at the end of the day, I've been doing the same shit. I've been saying the same shit. Now, when I say this shit, right? Yeah, Cameron's a real one. Maybe he's a bit naked, but he's a real one. He's a real one. When it's someone else that says basically the same exact shit what I would say, suddenly he's a plastic fan.
You know what it is with you, Cam? They can't use the age thing. They can't say, oh, man's 18, man's 22, you're young, you haven't seen it. They can't go at you with that. That's one thing that they can't. And that's an easy scapegoat is, oh, what do you know, man? You don't remember the Invincibles. You don't remember successful Arsenal teams. You're just being negative where you can go, no, and pinpoint and say, I've seen success. I've also seen Arsenal fail. So I think that adds into it.
I mean, there is that. But the thing is, Brandon's what?
I don't know. I don't know Brandon's age.
No, Brandon's not that younger than me. I think he's my age, furthermore. I think he's...
Maybe. Like I said,
maybe a year, but I mean, he might be a year younger than me. I don't know, but I remember he was still. I remember me having convos. He saw the. I know he's definitely seen the Invincibles.
Yeah,
100%. He lived through that.
I hear that because I don't know him. I can't comment on that. But I'm saying when you said why don't people go at you, I'm saying specifically you because people have heard you speak on certain things. Like Brandon might be like that. I'm not saying he is or he isn't.
But that's the thing. Brandon's like that. Brandon, like I said, if you knew, obviously not you personally, but if you knew Brandon, right, from 2-3 years ago, when everyone started jumping on this thing, like I said, he was literally there with me. Like there was maybe 1 or 2 things where we disagreed, but it wasn't like the major thing. It wasn't a major disagreement. It was maybe over a player or something. But like I said, the overall thoughts and where he was at is exactly where I am at.
All right, that's fair. Then
this is what confuses me about a gal going off the way he did, because
do we Gal and again it's because of the emotions of what happened. Are we Gal and Brandon like cool before that? They've streamed.
I think they're cool now, but I don't know. I don't know, but I know they were cool. I know because Brandon goes on his well, he did. I don't know if he still does, but I know Brandon went on his channel a lot.
Before we continue, there's just under 70 of you lot locked in. Let's bump up the likes, please. Let's do so. Let's bump up the likes. We're not even at 50 likes, man. We're 5 short. And subscribe, but still 3 subscriber shorts. Like check 1212. Let's get up. We only need 5 more likes to get us to 50. There's just under 70 of you lot locked in. And let's hit the subscriber button as well. And to Camille, who says, I disagree. For some reason, they hate Lee Gunner. Reason why Lee Gunner gets a lot of the hate he gets is because, one, he has once you have a massive platform, and Lee Gunner has one of the biggest Arsenal fan platforms, when you speak negative, not even negatively, when you criticize, you are going to get backlash. When you support a Arsenal, when you support a Manchester United, when you support a Chelsea, if you support a Liverpool, those 4 right there. If you have a big platform and you support one of those 4 clubs and you criticize, you are going to receive backlash. This is why you see Lee Gunner Arsenal. If he criticizes,
I like how did you say City?
1 second. No. I said United.
Yeah, no. Arsenal, I like what you just did there. Arsenal, Chelsea, United, and Liverpool. The original. Listen, before you go on, for you young bucks, that was the original. No, it was no top 6, by the way. That was the original. The original Don Dadders of top 4.
Yeah, that was the big 4. So you notice it, people.
Yeah, the big 4.
Lee Gunner with Arsenal, Rants with Manchester United, Hassan with Liverpool. The list goes on with Chelsea, Lewis with Chelsea. You lot see Lewis receive criticism. Go to his channel, and he'll get, as soon as you support a big club and you are quote unquote negative, even though it can be fair, constructive criticism, you are gonna receive backlash. Look at anyone. Once you hit a certain platform, people wouldn't care if you had 1 follower. People would not care. Judy will get to that as well. People would not care, but because you have 20,000 subscribers or 50,000 or 100K, all of a sudden your voice matters more, so I'm going to go at you. I would never criticize another Manchester United fan who I don't know for quote unquote them being negative. That's their opinion. That's nothing to do with me. Like if we're on a stream, cool. But other than that, I'm not going to go. So that's the difference with Lee Gunner. And Cam would get it. If Cam had a platform,
you know what it is? A lot of people thought, that's what I mean, because I remember there was that little, I wouldn't even call it a tiff. I don't know what you can call it. Where I had that one little night where I was going back and forth with Lee Gunner. Big up Lee Gunner, by the way. I don't really have a big problem with him. My only problem with him was what he said about a gal, because I didn't know him, by the way. And I still don't know him, but I'm just saying I didn't even know about his channel like that. Because it was the only channels I knew of really was Sarcasm City, the Football Terrace, and the gals. And then all of a sudden, I'm seeing this Lee Gunner guy, whoever this guy was back then. Obviously, I know who he is now, but back then, fuck this Lee Gunner guy is going at a gal and said what. So I was a bit upset for a gal's sake, but I then listened to what he had to say, and I was like, brother, me and him are very like similar as well. But my main problem with him, especially last year, was it seemed like he was celebrating losses. And was upset with wins. That was my main, not issue, just my main little, what the fuck are you doing? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, are you even an Arsenal fan? And I'm not saying he's not an Arsenal fan. I'm just saying it was the way it was going. It was like, are you even an Arsenal fan? Like, what's going on? Your name is Lee Gunner, but you're like celebrating us losing. But then when we win, you're pissed off. Like, It is what it is. But now that's all done and dusted. That is what it is. But like you're right. Like Lee Gunner's got one of the biggest fucking Arsenal TV
course,
channels.
once you have a big platform and you support one of those 4 clubs I named, and people who are regular watchers here, Lewis is a regular here. If you go and watch Chelsea, because I watch Lewis's streams, go and look at his comment section and see the criticism he receives for fairly criticizing a Havertz, a Mount, a Ziyech, a Pulisic, all these players that have Chelsea who have won 2 games in 14. But yet people will get onto Lewis like that's on him. You know what I'm saying?
Like he is the manager and he is every single player.
Like he's just fairly, Havertz is not good. And people want to criticize him rather than go out. Like, it's just crazy. And like I said, I just use Lewis as an example.
They use Lewis as a scapegoat. That's what it is. They use these channels as scapegoats.
It's easy to blame it. And I've had it here to a lesser extent. Like Black Diamond mentioned it with the whole Ollie in versus Ollie out. I had people blame me for results. Oh, this is on you. Was I out there? Was I in the changing rooms doing the tactics? Did I write on the whiteboard and that? Like, oh, it's because our fans like you.
Flawless. I didn't see you on the pitch. Didn't see you on the sideline. I didn't even see you at the stadium. But this loss is on you.
I couldn't believe some of the stuff I said. People making excuses. We will get through all the comments. I've been starring the better ones, the better questions. Of course, if you super chat, I'll get straight to it as well. Paul says, I must have been watching a different game. People saying Malacia and Fred were our best. I thought both were our worst. What do you think? Fred was indifferent, but that was Fred. Some of the times on the watching on, sometimes he did good things. Malacia, I thought, was solid defensively. Malacia was good. Who was our best players? I put Shaw in there. I think Shaw. I would have said Casemiro and Varane, but they was both at fault to me for the second goal. I'd probably say Luke Shaw was our best player. I thought Luke Shaw was our best player, to be honest. That's what I would say. But everybody else, nobody was bad. I don't think anybody was bad. But in terms of good, I think Luke Shaw, I can't believe I'm saying that, was our best player is what I would say. Tata says, the Qatari bid would have been a blessing of the Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim, I can't pronounce his name, who was a Manchester United supporter. All right, let's see what happens. Stephen says, I think United need investment, renovate, modernize Old Trafford and give the squad more depth to get proper replacements in the midfield and forwards. I agree. He says, not to discredit Weghorst, but he's a Burnley striker. United need a world-class goal-scoring machine striker to come back next season. I'm not disagreeing with you. Everyone knows that Weghorst is of a certain level. This is why I don't get onto him. He's an average player playing average. That's only fair. He's an average player playing average. I expect more from our better players. I'm not looking at that team and going, yeah, Weghorst is on you. You know what he gives you. You know what he doesn't give you. Today, he was okay. I don't think he was bad. I don't think he was great. He should have scored. But I don't.
You know what? Yeah,
I don't understand the criticism he receives. Yeah, go on, fam.
I don't. Do you know what it is? I don't think it's they're mad at me. I don't even think they're mad at the player. I just think they're more mad at the fact they didn't get a better striker.
Well,
does that make? But they're just using the player's name.
Yeah.
Because he's the scapegoat sort of thing.
Yeah, like that's what it is. I don't look at Weghorst and go, it's on you. Flawless, you think that there was handball on Fred or not? I've only seen it once, but yes, it looked like handball.
Bad questions, bro. For you,
I've not seen it.
I'm not even here. I'm going home.
Yeah, trust me, it would have been much more questions if we would have got packed. I'm telling you that much. You know what I'm saying? There's 80 people in there. It would have been 180 if we would have lost 4-0. I'm telling you that now.
Flawless, I just cooked.
Go on, fam. Go on.
Sorry, I'll just reading it. I just cooked Hussam. He swears you put me on to.
Yeah, he wants to blame me in it. Hussam always blaming
me. Wait. Who?
Out of context.
Who are you, bruv? Expose yourself, bruv. I need to know who this out of context Sarcasm City is, bruv.
Whoever you are, stay on Hassam's case. Harass him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you do what you need to do on that. I'm just saying, I just need to know personally who you are.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know out of context Sarcasm City. Every Liverpool L, every Liverpool draw, make sure you are there in Hassam's comments. Every time reminding him of how shit his team is. Reminding him that his team is mid-table and his players are mid and he's from the Mid-East. Remind him at every given opportunity. Please do.
When did this Arsenal explosion happen? And oh, man.
Let's see. Paul says, did you see how gutted Monts was on Big Six Banter about United potentially getting taken over by Qatar owners? Go fix your roof, man. Got giddy about them taking over Pool. I didn't see it, but shout out to Monts. Hopefully it happens.
Bots is going to cook me the next time he's on stream about Martinelli as well, bro. Fuck's sake. Bots.
You better hope Ryan's there. Kamar says, if we lose that final because the players are burned out, I'm going to be gutted. I'm presuming, Kamar, that you're a United fan. If we can't beat Newcastle, it's not on the players being burned out. The players didn't show up because Newcastle are not in good form. Newcastle are not in good form. Now, you're a professional athlete. You should be able to handle 2 games a week. I'm sorry. A high intensity. Is it extremely tough? Yes, but you're paid
You get
extremely
paid
well.
all these fucking millions for it.
You get paid
The
extremely
least you
well.
can do is play 2 games a week.
Time to Shine says, Cams, if you don't win the league next season, what do you think Arsenal's future is with United and Liverpool possibly getting new owners or big investments?
I'll be honest with you. Now, this is where it's a confusing one. All right. If we don't win the league by next year, we need either a whole new ownership ourselves, or because I'm hoping and praying by the end of this season, Edu's gone. I don't want Edu to do another transfer window for us. I really don't want him to. And if he has to, if they're not going to sack him and they're going to give him this transfer window, he better fucking go ham. Otherwise, this guy needs to be gone. Because it's not even like, I don't care about all this people getting taken over. They don't scare me because we got money, bruv. If we really wanted to, if Josh and Stan Kroenke really wanted to, which I don't think they will do, but if they really wanted to, they can compete with Todd Bowley. They can compete with the Qataris. They can compete with Man City. They can compete with all these teams, bruv. It's just the way our structure is at Arsenal Football Club, and it's always been like that throughout history. We don't do it like that. That's what it is. Now, I've got no answer for that. But yeah, so if we don't win it by next season, depending on if we have a new sporting director or not, then I would say, yeah, we need to get we need a new owner. And I mean a new owner who's going to be like the Qataris are going to be, like how we're getting told how the Qataris are going to be with Man United. You get what I'm saying? Now, like I said, it doesn't scare me that United are getting taken over because I just feel like they're going to do the same shit. The only thing that scares me a little bit is they're going to have a better football infrastructure now.
Yeah, the structure will be
better. You know what I'm saying?
The structure should be better. It can't be any worse playing that way.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what scares me the most. But the money-wise, it don't scare me because the Glazers have been spending money. They just don't know how to spend it.
Yeah, it's a problem. Yeah.
That's what it is. So, and like with Liverpool, I mean, Liverpool probably scare me a little bit more than what United will, only because we haven't seen Liverpool. I mean, I know we've seen them splash out, but not like, you know what I mean? They're splashing out on one player and then that's it. Not like a splash out where they're getting 4, 5, 6 different players in and they're all like big night, like decent name players and shit like that. So that's what would scare me the more is if Liverpool get taken over, is Klopp going to go into that transfer window like, fuck it, no holds barred, that's it. Any player can get it. You know what I mean? Yep. Whereas Man United is, I'm used to Man United and I've always been used to Man United since what, 2006? But it's just like I said, the thing that will scare me the most about Man United getting taken over, it's not the actual takeover, it's just the infrastructure of Man United now. It'll be a lot better than what it is now.
Absolutely. Shout out Black Diamond says flawless. I had the outfit in the early 90s repping Run DMC with my cock top Adidas sneakers. Yeah, man, all I'm missing is the rope chain, man. I need the rope chain.
Yeah, that's what you're missing. I was thinking that, bro. That's what you're missing. I was thinking, bro, you're taking it way, way back.
Yeah,
bro.
Taking it way back. Yo, you know what it is? I'm just missing the rope chain, man. You know what I'm saying? But them shits is expensive. Rope chains is hella expensive.
Hey, time to stop way back. Go clears in it. No one needs to know.
They're expensive, man. When I make it, you know what I'm saying? When the channel makes it, I get a rope chain. Don't you think they were just overachieving in the first place talking about Arsenal? Yeah, time to shine. I do. I agree with that. I think so. Jody, I know Cam's just mentioned this. He says, Cam and Flawless, what are your thoughts on Sky News and Bloomberg saying Qatar are bidding $5 billion tomorrow for United, which is the asking price?
$5 billion.
If happens over the fucking moon, Jody.
Flawless
I may jump as high as the moon.
Flawless will do a fucking
I'm on stream. I'm on stream in the garments if they take over. I have everything. I got the head wrap. I got the whole shebang. Trust me. Without doubt. If they take over, I'm on here, the head wrap. I got the black thing that goes round it. I got I don't know what it's called, but I got the long gown thing. I got everything. I'm on there, on the stream. Sat in that.
Flawless is
100%.
ready for this takeover.
I'm literally gonna dig it out because it's somewhere in my wardrobe somewhere. I'm literally gonna get a hold of it. If they take over the fucking moon, we are winning it all. If that is the case, 100%.
Especially with
Ed
Ten
says,
Hag. Oh my god.
yeah. He says Alan Hansen, famous, can't win anything with kids quarterback United, and we won the league with them kids. Got rid of so many senior players and leaders, replaced them with a class of 92. Stop that excuse. Here's the thing: there's a big misconception about that side. Or you never win anything with kids. Go back and look at the team. That team had seasoned individuals. It did. Who wrote about it on his book? Was it Gary Neville? I think it was Gary Neville's book that I was reading. And he was like, yeah, the whole Alan Hansen, you never win anything with kids. But when you actually look through the team, it wasn't that many. Let me see that. What season was that? Hold on 1 second. But I'm going to look through the team.
I think the kids they're talking about are the ones that ended up coming through.
No, it's the class of 92. But I can't remember what year it was.
Yeah, that was Scholes, Neville.
Yeah, the Neville's, Keane. And the Neville's.
Keane. Sorry, Giggs.
It was Giggs, yeah. Beckham, it was Beckham, Giggs, Scholes,
Beckham.
Neville's, Nicky Butt.
And Nicky Butt, that's the one.
Yeah. Right, let me show you this. You never win anything with kids. And then if you go back and check that squad, I'm telling you, that's like when let me check this. Alan Hansen, that will haunt him for the rest of his days. He was match of the day, so it was 95, 96, I believe. Let's see. Yeah. That went down in football folklore. Yeah.
Man said he's not. Oh my days. Man said Cam once kept saying he don't deserve to be called Matalele.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking months, bro.
Yeah, shout out months. Shout out months.
He had me, I can't even lie, fam. He had my head scrambled that day. I was like, yo, this guy, man, I know what he's doing, man. Don't fall for it. But I fucking fell for it. Man,
so do that. I'm actually trying to pull up this squad. While I do that, yo, you like hit the like button, man. Let's bump up them likes as well. And I'm literally trying to pull up that squad as well. I'm trying to pull up that squad. All right, 1 second. I'm trying to remember what year it was. I'm literally pulling up the squad as we speak right now.
I just want Arsenal to get to fucking 85 points, bro.
If you won't get there, you might not get there. Maybe.
That's fair. I don't think we're going to get there anymore.
Yeah, it was 95, 96. Yeah, it was the 95, 96. Let me pull up this United squad. Let's dispel this myth. Hold up. Managerial United squad. Let me have a look. Because it was season pros in that.
Didn't you have... When did you get Cantona?
Cantona was there.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, Cantona was there. I'm saying, like, look, this whole, this kids thing. Look, I'm seeing the names. Like, the seasoned professionals there at that point. Like, I'm looking here. All right, so this is the squad. Hold up. Peter Schmeichel, Paul Parker, who was a fullback, very experienced. Dennis Irwin, Steve Bruce, Lee Shaw, Gary Pallister, Eric Cantona, Brian McClare, Roy Keane, Andy Cole. So this whole thing about, there is kids in there as well, but they're seasoned pros, people. Like
Andy
I said,
Cole
Peter Schmeichel.
Well,
Peter Schmeichel.
I remember Andy Cole. Shit.
Paul Parker, who was a fullback at that point. Dennis Irwin, Steve Bruce, Gary Pallister, Brian McClare, Cantona, like Sharp, like Roy Keane, Andy Cole. Yes, you had the class of 92, but all them man weren't kids. I'm saying, like, they weren't. Telling you.
By then as well, the class of 92 have already been seasoned themselves.
Nah, that was their first season. That was their first
season.
Right. Yeah, that was their first season. Then that's what I was saying. So people remember it for that. But hey, shout out Alan Hansen because he just galvanized the whole team with them things there. He really did. Yes, we did deal with a load of Ollie-inners. Then it says, question to Flawless and Cam, do you think the modern football fans that judge players of GNA, watching the City game with my 16-year-old brother, you saying Grealish is bad before the game? Yeah, because a lot of people can't. It's a tell for people. A lot of people can't say, a player had a good game or a bad game without looking at his GNA. I can tell you whether a player played well or not. An attacker can play well and not get a goal or assist. An attacker can score twice and have a poor game. I think it's just lazy. It's lazy. I think Bruno's a prime example.
Do you know what it is?
Like, put it this way, Bruno didn't get a goal or assist today. That's been one of his best performances in recent times. Bruno was actually good.
People depending on too much on stats nowadays. I hate it. Was like there's all that debate with statistics and just from the footballing eye. Do you get what I mean? So, but if you have a footballing eye, yeah, you would know whether they fuck the stats on them on that game, would know if they're having a good game or not, just by looking at them, by watching how they're playing, how they're linking up play or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, you would know if they're having a good game or bad game. We've got fucked all that. Oh, fuck it. Do you know what I hate about football today? Stats have ruined this game, bro. I mean, absolutely fucking ruined. If Twitter was out when Bergkamp and all of that was fucking playing, oh my gosh, bro. Bergkamp will probably be one of the most hated players in the world as an Arsenal fan. And it's like, if you actually look at his stats ain't the greatest. But what he did for that team,
quality baller,
fucking quality, bruv. So stats are really. I'm not saying stats aren't important. Of course they're important, but they ruin the way people watch football. You know what I mean? It's now people are watching football to see the statistics of it. They're not just watching it for the sake of fucking watching it. This is it's this new era, man. It's this new era.
And Jan adding on to the point as well, where she says it's Lewis's fault that they've only won 2 and 14. To be honest, he needs to back the players. He needs to back the proper Chelsea players. Literally, people will go on Lewis's stream and blame him for Chelsea winning 2 games in 14. That is crazy to me. If you are genuinely a Chelsea fan,
Jan's doing that right now.
That is wild. Oh yeah, you need to back Mount. Like, him backing Mount is gonna make Mount make.
So what? So that's what I'm saying. So what? Him then flip flopping to say, do you know what? Mount this, Mount that. That's gonna suddenly make Mount a lot better.
Absolutely outrageous, man. It's absolutely outrageous the way I see Chelsea fans blame him. Oh, you got Havertz agenda? No, Havertz just ain't that good. I'm saying, and like, that's legit just what it is.
Legit not that good.
I'm saying, I think Peter dropped it in the group chat. Chelsea have since the clocks have gone backwards, Chelsea have scored 8 goals and they're about to go forwards again soon or some shit like that. Something crazy like that. Some crazy stuff. Yeah.
That's that.
Black Diamond says, facts is people can't handle them having their own channels and opinions. They question our intellectual acumen, especially if we live out of the UK. And yeah, man, like, I never do that. I will never dismiss someone's argument because they're not from the UK, or they're not from England, or they're not from Manchester. That's just stupid. Because they may be having valid points, like you, Black Diamond. You see so many, whether it's you, whether it's Eddie, whether it's Taza, you know what I'm saying, whether it's Peter, the list goes on of people who are not from England, Alam, and do the business. You know what I'm saying, in terms of be on the channel. I'm like, yeah, you're really good. Like, I want to hear what you have to say on things. 100%. Justice says, flawless, would you sign Neymar? Interesting point. I don't know if you was there, because me and Taza was discussing this on Twitch. No, I wouldn't sign Neymar. No. And Taza was like, what? How can you not sign Neymar? I'm not saying I don't rate him. I rate him highly. He's one of the most talented footballers on the planet. But for the age he's at and the price they'd want, no. I've gone out a limit. I've said this. I'm not spending 100 million or 100 plus million on any player not called Kylian Mbappe. That's my personal thought process. I don't think any player is worth that. Currently, right now in the market, there's no player I look at and go, yeah, he's available for 120 M's, go and get him. Apart from Kylian Mbappe. He's the only one. I'm like, you know what? He's different. That's cool. Everyone else, nah, I wouldn't spend 130, 40
Mbappe
million.
is generational. That's the thing.
Yeah, yeah. Neymar's what? 31 as well. I ain't doing that. Well, it is. Hey, big up Nuno. Says big up out of context, Sarcasm City. Are you flawless as burner account? I love your work, my guy. It's not me. You know how you know it's not me? Because if it was me, I'd just be, what's it called? I'd just be crashing on Ryan every day. Every day that ends in Y, I'd just be crashing on Ryan. That's how you know it's not me. Every day. Probably twice a day and 3 times on weekends.
Every day a day ends in Y. Oh my God.
Man. I'd be crashing on man the entire time. So that's how you know it's not me.
Trying to think if we can make up a day that doesn't end in Y.
Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
About one day off at least.
Justice is saying they only want 60 M's for Neymar. That's a steal. If you can get Neymar for 60 M's, you go and snatch him up. That's a steal. That is a steal.
What is? I don't think PSG will sell. I mean, maybe I don't know.
I don't see that happening.
I don't see them selling Mbappe and Neymar in the same fucking window.
Yeah,
that's the truth.
Yeah, I don't see it for 60 M's. You know what I'm saying? I really don't see that.
Especially the contract he's on, bro.
Yeah.
He's on that, but he's on mega money, bro. Like, anyone that, to be fair, and that's another thing you have to take in consideration. Anyone that signs him they know they're gonna have to give him that bumper contract as well.
Yeah, he's
that
a big
300, 400 pound contract, a week contract.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Jody says, Camden Flawless, with United going to be debt free, we can spend 100 to 150 million extra a year as we spend 100 million a year in servicing debts under the Glazers. I'm all for it. Get them Glazers out. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying in that? Get them Glazers out expeditiously. And to Justice, I even saying we should go and sign Mbappe. I'm just saying, I was just using him as the only example. He's the only player I'm spending that type of money for because of that age. I don't think any player is worth that in today's market in 2023. That's just me. But yeah, Jody, man, I keep saying this. As long as Manchester United can compete financially for any player, that's the position we should be in. I don't want us to go spend 600 million in the summer. That's not what I want. We should be able to go and compete. If we wanted to go get an Mbappe, a Neymar, a Jude Bellingham, whoever it is who's on the market, here's AEM's boom, calm. We shouldn't be having to go and do last-minute deals to get Sabitzer on loan, doing deals in January to get Weghorst on loan. Manchester, and that's no disrespect to those two players because they made an impact. I'm saying that shouldn't be the position we're in. How are we big Manchester United financial, a revenue juggernaut in terms of creating, you know what I'm saying, in terms of income and creating revenue, and we're here pulling levers and loan deals and all this? It's ridiculous. Dennis, you must have missed it when you say question to Flawless. Would you play Anthony in the second leg if he's fit? No. I play a back four. I play 3 in midfield with Casemiro, Fred Sabitzer. I play Bruno right, Rashford left, and Weghorst through the middle. That's what I would do. Flawless, don't you think that Antonio Spurs question? But yeah, don't you think Antonio Conte should leave Spurs? Yes. Not even for 18 man.
Why being that prick on this? His ain't no Spurs fan, man.
It's crazy. Let's see. Did we miss anything? Let's see. If Arsenal lose to Villa, United will finish second. That being said, Villa game coming up. Early kickoff Saturday. Confident? Not confident? What are you telling me?
I'm not confident.
Go on, why?
Bro, it's a momentum thing, isn't it? Like, this is where Brandon was trying to say to a gal yesterday, but a gal was just too hot-headed. It's a momentum thing. Our momentum right now is completely shit, bro.
True.
Yeah, I mean, I know we haven't taken 4 losses, but it feels like 4 losses. 3 losses and a draw. So the momentum right now with us is so fucking bad. And we're gonna go to a Villa at 12:30. We're gonna go to a Villa side under Emery, an ex-manager. But it's got Villa win written all over it. I don't want it to happen. Obviously, I want Arsenal to win. I want them, obviously, but it's just I'm not confident at all, man. No way am I confident about that game. I feel like the only game I'm confident for coming up, and it's weird to say this, is Fulham away. That's it. Because we always end up beating Fulham away. Don't know why. Fair. But that's the only game I'm confident for in this next 4 or 5 weeks. Because Leicester on the improvement now. They're back. Yeah, they're coming.
Yeah, we got.
You know what I'm saying? Villa ain't doing too bad. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know they can do a bit better, but it's not like they're fucking fighting relegation. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's just stressful. You're an Arsenal fan, man. We're in a toxic relationship.
So flying. But yeah.
But the thing is, with that comment, and I think, did I say it yesterday? Or I said it on I might have said it last week.
Go on.
I said, what happens if Gary Neville's prediction actually comes true?
He's owed apologies.
No, I mean, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, what did these Arsenal fans say? The same Arsenal fans that got onto him about it.
Oh, they're quiet. You know what it's like.
Now, these are the same Arsenal fans that will tell you, oh, you can't be negative. You all of that bullshit. If you're negative, you're plastic. You see where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm. Naive, just naive.
Yeah, but you're going to be them same Arsenal fans. If United finish second, to stay quiet as fuck. Yet you had all this chest in December. But then you have the audacity to get onto fans criticizing the club. Like, where does that work? Because in my mind, maybe I'm just overlooking it, but in my mind, that's a whole kerfuffle. You get what I mean? Like, so if I was one of them fans here to say, fuck Gary Neville, you're a dickhead, you're going to be wrong, rah, 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 rah. And then to come the end of the season, if we finish third behind United, am I then going to come out and say, oh, you're a dickhead, rah, 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 this and that, rah, rah, rah. No, I'm not, because I was wrong. But most of these fans, if not all of them, they ain't going to admit it. What they will do is they'll find excuses about why we didn't finish second or first, instead of actually just admitting to why we, you know what I mean? They put me, you know what, I'm going to go on and on about this. It's just fucking excuses and excuses and excuses with this fucking fan base, brother. I had enough of it. Even when the whole, like, big up AFTV, even when AFTV really popped off, I fucking hated it because all I heard was excuses for most of the fan base. It wasn't every single fan, but all I heard was excuses and excuses and excuses. And I was like, wow. How, like, is this how your marriage goes? Is this how your life goes? You just have to come up with excuses after excuses after excuses. It's like me being late for work, yeah, and me giving the most bullshit reason why I'm late. Oh, I'm sorry I'm late. The bus broke down, and as soon as the bus broke down, would you believe it? The road collapsed in front of me. I had to walk 5 miles just to get the next bus. You get what I mean? Like, it's just excuses after excuses. Instead of being, listen, my bad, I was late, no excuse for it. Won't happen again. That's the person I am. If I'm late, listen, I fucked up, my bad, I'm late. I'll try and make sure that never happens again. It's not me that, basically, there was traffic for 2 minutes in some next ends, which I wasn't in, but I'm going to use that as an excuse because the traffic was there. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just with this fan base, it's excuse after excuse after excuse. Do you know what I mean? If it's not the rest, it's the fact that, it's a young squad, it's the youngest squad in the Premier League. If it's not that, it's, this and that. If it's not, do you know what I mean? It's always an excuse. There's always an excuse. Now, and Arsenal, and then people wonder why. Especially Arsenal fans wonder why every single rival fan base gets onto us. You wonder why. You're the same fucking donuts that still rave about the Invincibles. Thierry Henry don't even play football no more, bruv. And you're still raving about the Invincibles. You're still trying to use that as a leeway on why we're still a big club. Because if we're being completely honest, we're a big club. If you want to look at it from the outside, Arsenal FC are a very big club. But if you really want to get into deep to it, we might be a big club. We ain't been acting like one. We have not been acting like a big club in the last 15 odd years.
Black Diamond, big up, my guy. Yeah, go on.
Big up Black Diamond, man. All the time, you already know. Mad. But sorry. Like I said, man, like, it's just too many fucking excuses with this club, man. It's just so, with the fans anyway, it's like, it's just so many excuses and
because we're going to close out shortly, you lot get your final few questions in. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. I know there's still over 60 of you lot locked in. I know someone here hasn't hit the subscribe button. Make sure you do that. 4 more likes, get us up to 60 as well. Prediction, Cam. Villa. Arsenal.
Oh,
Yeah,
as much as I hate to say it, I'm going to say 2-0 Villa.
Okay, saying 2-0 Villa. I actually think you'll get a draw. I think it'll be
Do you know
1-1.
what? I'm not going to be surprised if we get a draw, but I'm not going to be happy if we get a draw.
Hmm.
But and by the way, if we do win and I'm happy, you don't be like, oh, you're fake.
Of course, you'd be happy if your team wins. Of course, you'd be happy if your team wins.
You know what it is? It's what the problem with this. It's not just this fan base, by the way. This actually goes for every fan base.
Hmm.
The problem is for those fans that are like me and you, when it comes to our respective clubs, basically calling out the bullshit where it needs to be called out. Like prime example, you and Ollie.
Yeah.
Now, if Ollie went and won you a Premier League, apparently you're not allowed to celebrate.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hold on. Because I've criticized the guy doesn't mean I don't fucking support Manchester United.
Yeah, I get you. Huh? Mm-hmm.
Like, it makes what it is if Arteta goes and wins the league, I already know fans think about, oh, but you was Arteta around and Arteta this and rah. All right. So fucking what? I mean, you're not Arsenal fans.
Yeah,
Can I not be happy like you because I've seen my club win a trophy now?
Hmm.
Yeah, I might have been wrong. It is what it is. I was wrong. I'll put my hands up. But I can't be happy that my club's lifted the trophy.
Facts. If Ollie would have won us a Premier League, I would have celebrated that shit. 100%. But he won't because
you get what I'm saying? Like, this is the problem with it's this generation, bruv. It's this generation, bruv. It's this era. It's this our generation, bruv. I'm not even blaming the generation below. It's this our generation, bruv. It's our millennial generation that's done this, bruv. Well, it's not the fact that we've done this, we've let it happen. You get what I'm saying? It's not like the fact we've done it, it's just the fact we've let this shit happen. And we ain't done nothing to stop it.
Yeah. I hear you, fam.
Like it's fuck. Oh, but I could go. Do you know what it is? Yeah. I could have been like yesterday, and I'd gone on a mad, just fucking dumb, stupid rant, whatever. The only thing I'm gonna say is, where I'm gonna tie it from yesterday is my main concern with Arsenal Football Club is the months of February and March. Now, if you're looking at that like, well, that's not really a concern. It's a fucking massive concern if you're an Arsenal fan. Because if you look in history, if you're really an Arsenal fan, look in history, look at them 2 months in particular, it's a fucking massive concern. Because it's not just a blip. Because I'm sorry, if you go 2 months without fucking winning, that's not a blip. That's complete fuck up. That's you not being good enough. Like I said, 3-4 games, 5 games, 3-4 games, yeah, you can call it a blip.
Yeah.
After that, it's no longer a blip, bruv. I'm sorry, you cannot call it a blip, bruv. There's something wrong. There's physically something wrong when it comes to Arsenal Football Club and in this time of the year. Because I'm not even like I said, I'm not going to blame Arteta, but it was under Wenger, it was under, and even if, correct me if I'm wrong, it was under Emery as well. Because, and when I say this shit, Arsenal fans in particular feel like it's not important enough to be talking about this because it's not the squad away. The reason is with what Eddie's saying here.
Yeah, big up to Eddie. You can catch me and Eddie on ManDemUtd podcast today, 4:30 p.m. people. 4:30.
As in today, not as in.
Yeah,
not now. I mean today because we're in a new day, right, people?
Yeah.
In the UK, it's nearly 2 a.m.
Technically, it's today now. It's the 17th of February. So yeah.
Yeah, but I won't go on because obviously I know you want to go on. I'll go as well. But like I said, but the problem is with Arsenal. When I speak about Arsenal, right, I'm speaking about the problems that we've been going through every single year, right? Now, those problems, whether you like it or not, are our main fucking problem. because the fact that we can't get over this fucking bump from February and March, the fact we can't get over this. You can give me Kylian Mbappe, you can give me Lionel fucking Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo all in their prime, and I'm telling you, at Arsenal FC, when it hits February and March, they don't fucking win.
Saying about March.
Do you know what I mean? Like, this is a big concern, and people, fans, Arsenal fans might be thinking, well, it's a month. Why are you concerned about? Like I said, since 2006, this shit's been happening in this month. Always February. It's not like 1 year's February, the next it might be fucking April, the next might be fucking November, and the next might be December. No. It's always February. The month of February is when we end up fucking up. Now that where my concern is, and that obviously there's context to be added onto that, but I won't go too much into because obviously I'll be going on for fucking time. But I'll try to keep it short and sweet with the context. That maybe it's to do with the transfer window in January, and our players are fatigued by February. But if that's the case, that means every fucking year since 2006. Our players get fatigued by February. Why have we not changed this shit? Why have we not changed our system in Arsenal itself to be like, right, we always go through this. We will go through this. We can have a great first half of the year. Whether it's top or not, it's different. But we can have a great flying first half of the year. Why is it when we hit February, we always fuck up? Right, let's look at this. Right, you could tell, right, he's fatigued. He needs a bit of a rest. He's fatigued. He needs a bit of a rest. Do you know what I mean? It all comes down to mainly fatigue. And when players fatigued and they're not winning games, that's when momentum comes in. And when your team's fatigued and there's no momentum there, it's just a recipe for disaster. And that's what it's been with Arsenal FC. Now, you can give me all the players you want that we've had in history. They still went through the same shit.
Yeah, they did. That's a fact.
They still went through that same shit.
Yeah.
So do you know what it is? Like I said, I'm not gonna go on about it because obviously timing and that. But look, after yesterday, I'm like I said, people might have misinterpreted why I was upset yesterday. I wasn't upset with the loss because I actually expected the loss. But I can't be upset with something that I expected. You know what I mean? It was just the way we've been playing in the last 5 games. I would even put the United game in. The way we've been playing since that United game, like, we were lucky against United. We played well, but we were lucky as well. We had our luck against United. We can't deny that.
Yeah, in terms of where the goal. Yeah, you forced your own luck, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But ever since then, it's like the players don't even want to fucking play anymore. And I put that down to fatigue. I put that down to tiredness. Look, Xhaka before the World Cup flying. Now he's been dog shit. Martinelli before the World Cup flying. Now dog shit. Odegaard before the World Cup flying. Now he's dropped off. I wouldn't say dog shit because
Forbes
he's done his part, but he's dropped off as well. It's like all these players are dropping off for a fucking reason, bruv. Because most of these players have played most of the games so far, and then half of them went off to a World Cup. All right, fair enough. I know we had Martinelli. He didn't really play. Jesus was a bench player. Like I know. If you're going on some Arsenal players, yeah, they didn't play a lot, but you have Xhaka played near enough every game. Do you know what I mean? So he's fatigued as well. Like it's like. But there's so much shit to dive into about this, but I'm not gonna do it tonight.
And you said it here. I think because y'all didn't do enough in the January window. To Nuno, who says you lot get your final few questions in. Me and Campam gonna cut in like 5 minutes. Make sure you bump up the like, subscribe. We're still too short, 60. Is Ten Hag the 3rd best manager in the Premier League? Ask me at the end of the season. Ask me at the end of the season. Jody says flawless. I don't want.
I'm saying it. Yes. I'm saying it for you. Yes.
That's flawless. I don't want Mbappe.
Maybe second, bro.
Yeah, that's why I was saying in terms of rate, I'll have to like sit down and properly assess it, and I can't do that just here.
So,
There's so many things
I
to
think
take
it's
into
better.
consideration.
Like, sorry. Before you say that,
No, it's cool.
people might bite my head up, but I prefer him over Klopp.
I hear that. Yeah, I hear that. Fully hear that.
But that's not me. Like,
And Jody,
slander Klopp.
what's it called, man? No, oh no, he said won't want when. Oh, he said he won't. He's saying we saying I don't want. Now you're saying won't want Mbappe or prefer buying 5-6 new players under new ownership and sell the same amount of debt. I never said he wanted it. The point I was making again was
making
the only the point I was making is he's the only player I would spend over 100 million on. I'm not saying go and get Kylian Mbappe. Would he be top of my list? No, because I don't think it's a realistic transfer.
Basically, what he's saying is if you're linked to a player and then they're saying, "Oh, we want 110 mil," and we're talking. Let me just use a fucking old players. I can't be asked.
Pick any player. Take Neymar.
Say it, man. Just say Fabregas. Fuck it, Cesc Fabregas. Yeah. If you look at Cesc Fabregas, just going back. If you look at Cesc Fabregas, right? Actually, no, because Fabregas was quite good, to be fair.
We'll just say because it's today's age. We'll just use Neymar as teammate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would
say no more. Neymar. If you're gonna say, we want 120 from Neymar,
I'd say no. You know what I'm saying, but it's on what.
You know what I mean? But if you say we want 120 for Kylian,
yeah, that's it.
I kind of fucked up on that. I kind of fucked up with what I was
we got there, man. It's calm. Can United finish above Arsenal? Yes, but it don't really make too much a difference to me as a United fan because I don't think we can win the league. We got 3 trophies to compete for, which I keep talking about. Win 3 cup competitions. We have a great chance of winning all 3. Yesterday's result, technically now, has given us a great chance of getting through this tie. I'm so confident of beating Barcelona in that home game. And I'll talk more in depth and get Eddie's thoughts on it tomorrow. Well, today on the ManDemUtd, 4:30 p.m. This is all an upcoming live stream schedule. But I'm confident. I'm extremely confident.
Man said it's biased. Marcel said it's biased. Nah, it's not biased, bro. I feel like Ten Hag will do better at United than what Klopp has done at United. Liverpool.
Yeah, like I said, that's why I need more of a.
That's my I mean, I could be wrong. Don't get me wrong. I could be wrong, obviously, because this is his first season. I could be wrong. Come 5-6 years time, fair enough. If I am wrong, then I'll hold my hands up. But I just feel like Ten Hag. See, as great as a manager Klopp is, he's not like. If you actually look at his fucking final stats in itself, they're bad.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Now I don't see that happening with Ten Hag.
We'll see. That's
and I'm not going to put Ajax. I'm not going to put Ajax and whatever.
Yeah. I need the biggest sample
size. Obviously, the Udinese is obviously. Yeah. I'm not disrespecting them, but it's a much weaker league than what the Premier League is. So
yeah, I need a bigger sample.
So obviously, Ajax and Ten Hag, obviously, it'd be more of a shock if they didn't win. Whereas Klopp at Liverpool, would look at Klopp at Liverpool, and you look at maybe barring Real Madrid. Look at all the finals they've got to, right? Since Klopp's been at Liverpool. They should be winning majority of them finals.
Yeah, that's a whole different conversation, but yeah.
You know what I mean? They should be, but they didn't. So that's where I'm getting with. But obviously, I'm only going on ifs and buts right now.
Yeah, like I said,
I genuinely think, in my personal opinion, I genuinely think Ten Hag will do a better job at United than what Klopp has done at Liverpool.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, back to like the original question of man asking as well about Arsenal finishing. I mean, United, can they finish above Arsenal? Yes, but I look at these cup competitions, and yesterday's result has just opened up this game for United. It's opened up this game. Opened up it's opened up the game. It's also opened up this competition. Because now we have a chance to knock out one of the other favourites. Barcelona are a lot of people's picks. Guarantee you there's many people in the comments who look at the Europa League and say, yeah, Barcelona are the best team in that competition. So if we go and knock out the best team in that competition, it opens up the doors for us. It's Barcelona, it's Arsenal, it's Manchester United. Wherever you want to rate those 3, 1 to 3 is up to you. But to me, they're the 3 best teams in the competition. So if we go and knock out Barcelona, it leaves just Arsenal. Our competition's opened up. We're in the final this month for the Carabao Cup. FA Cup, I've spoken about all the teams that have gone out. Arsenal are out. Chelsea are out. Liverpool are out. Newcastle are out.
You've only got City in there now.
Yeah, City are left and Spurs. City and Spurs are the 2 left. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's kind of like...
But yeah, you've only got City left in there now.
Yeah, and I fancy if we were to play City home or away, I'd fancy our chances. I don't want to go and draw them. No, we got a home tie 1st of March against West Ham at Old Trafford. West Ham ain't in the best of form. They'll give us the game. But if we do the business, then we're free. I think it's the quarterfinal. It's either the quarterfinal. Yeah, I think it's a quarterfinal after that because it's FA Cup. Is it 5th round? Yeah, it's 5th round. So yeah, it's the 6th round, which is the quarterfinal. And then
because it's the 5th round, then the quarters, semi,
Yeah, the 6th round is the quarters, and then the 5th round's the quarters, and then the 6th round they call it. I believe that's I don't know. Anyway, United are closing in. I don't know. But yo, Cam, anything you want to add before we close out this show, fam?
Yeah, man. Can't say top of the league anymore, can I? Fuck.
You can't, fam. Hold that, fam. Hold that. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck, that's how I used to close the show out.
Yeah, top of the league.
Trash, man. That's how I can't even use that no more. Pay as I see. Bro. Anyway, all I'll say is, listen, I hope we win on Saturday, but if we don't, Arsenal fans, just be prepared for a very long 2 months. That's all I can really say about it.
We're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep this show rolling, people. You catch it every Thursday. Normally at midnight, but we're slightly later. But it's 11:30 p.m. midnight every Thursday on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube Arsenal Manchester United show.
Next week I can do. By the way, next week I can do it earlier.
Yeah, confirm. We're patting it. No stress. Yeah. The people will be here. Look, the people showing up even though we started later. Like I said, we had over 80 people in there at one point. So big up, man. Lot. Friday we have. Well, today, which is Friday now, ManDemUtd podcast, myself and Eddie will be discussing the Barcelona draw, obviously potential Qatari ownership, and then you'll get the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. Then Saturday, you will get on the Twitch, Chelsea versus Southampton. Then following that on the Twitch, you will get Newcastle versus Liverpool. You will get that game. Then I need to talk to Saint because it was Tuesday. This Tuesday just gone. We didn't do the Manchester United Liverpool show. So I'm going to talk to Saint and hopefully we can get that running at 11. I'm literally going to message him. And then Sunday, you will get, of course, early kickoff, Manchester United versus Leicester City. That watch along here on the YouTube. And then to end your weekend, as always, the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the schedule, man. Look at that elite schedule we are putting together for you lot. And we're going to continue to keep the shows on the road. But yeah, love to everyone that's locked in. We just won under 60 likes, so I know we're going to hit that. Did we actually get any new subs? I know we did get a couple of new subs. Just big up everyone who's supporting. Everyone who thought we was going to lose to Barcelona, hold that. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone had the most to say. Now everyone's here trying to make excuses. Oh, you can't lie.
I didn't think you was going to lose. I was just hoping.
Nah, you did say that. Yeah, you hope. But I respect that. If you say, yeah, I hope, but people are like trying to make it like, yeah, what's it called? United, defo gonna lose. You're gonna get moved to Hassan and Battle of the North 4-0 each leg and all that. Yeah, be quiet, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold 9th.
Oh, when's the Battle of the North?
Monday. It'll be Monday.
Oh, that's gonna be oh my gosh. That's gonna be the funniest one yet.
So yeah, love to everyone that's locked in. And this has been GunnerTalk from the Arsenal podcast meets the ManDemUtd podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.